Okay, good afternoon. Welcome to the Sports Talk with Kerry Wehmeyer show for Wednesday, August 18th. We're going to be going over some news headlines, and also we'll have practice reports from the Saints in Tulane. So no LSU one. They didn't put their practice report out, so we will have LSU, Tulane, Saints, and Tulane and LSU. Apologize. Okay, let's go ahead and send those links out to you. We'll have the practice Saints practice report in just a few minutes, so we will go over to their live training camp coverage. So we'll go in a second. So let me send this over. Send this over to everyone who wants to come in video chat. You want a video chat about the Saints, you can do that as well. Once again, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. So we will set those up. And there we go. All three networks, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter, has the StreamYard link. So let's go over to the Saints coverage for Saints practice reports today. So Saints back on the practice field. I'm going to switch over, give me a few seconds.
That's more so just the interview practice. I mean, I can pop up a little bit my music. It's good music. I'm not biased at all.
We talked about the Drew's importance in pass protection these last however long. How have you guys been adjusting to bringing the quarterback in when it comes to making the checks on the line of scrimmage? Is that like kind of a collaborative effort?
Yeah, I would say that's probably the biggest difference of Drew's absence. A little more added responsibility as far as communication goes with the offensive line. Mostly Eric. He's making a lot more calls than he had to do years prior. We all try to communicate, especially in practice, try to overly communicate, make sure everybody's on the same page. So that'll only help us when we get the game done.
How do you think Eric has taken on that?
He's excelled. Sound like Drew. Not quite, but he's doing well. He's a smart guy, and he's diagnosing real fast, picking up blitzes and stuff. So a little extra homework for him, but Eric's the best in the league to me. So he's telling.
Does he like actually? How do you pick that up? It's like his first 2 years in the league, Drew was responsible for a lot of stuff. Is that just kind of like building from the ground up with him, or?
Not necessarily from the ground up. He's a student of the game, so he's been studying it. He's been trying to see the game through Drew's eyes anyway, as far as protection. So it's just now he's more vocal with it.
You think are expecting a lot more calls?
Yeah.
I don't know how hard it would be to give an example, maybe of
All
a lot.
of them. He's pointing out the mic, kind of setting the protection, all of run game and pass pro too. So he's the one designated. You'll see Drew come up and Mike 52 as Eric.
Right. That's fair. Is that weird?
No. Like I say, he's been great at it. The quarterback still has control to override Eric or confirm at the same time. But every time Eric comes up with the ball, he's making those calls.
He's trying to get you out more time.
He's been great. He's been great playing fast, physical, violent. He's ready. I think he's ready to have a big year. Health. He's taking care of his body. He's doing all the necessary things for sure. But he looks explosive. He plays strong. Probably got the best bull rush in the league. Actually that's it. Somebody that block him pretty much every day. So I'm excited to see him go.
Ron, we talked to Landon yesterday. He said he's leaning a lot on you and your head check. What are you seeing from him as a rookie play?
I'm impressed. He's strong. He's smart. Willing to work. He wants to work. He's sky's the limit for Landon. He got everything that he needs to be successful, and he has a great coaching staff with Nuge and Street. Myself, Graham, trying to help him out. Anything we see, but Landon he's a player.
I know you didn't play in the game on Saturday. How did you look at preseason games personally? I mean, you didn't play in the last year.
Yeah.
Like you were other short than you won. So how do you kind of view it?
I mean, try to, treat practice game reps, try to get that type of simulation. But it's tough. It's nothing like actually going out in the game. But preseason is, I think it's important. It helps a lot of, especially the young guys, trying to get a chance to see. This is different. It's different. You got practice players, and you have people that excel in the game. So that's why I try to simulate, practice as game like. So it's not a difference either way for me when I step on the field.
It is a case by case basis, right? Like some guys could probably not play a single snap in preseason.
Yeah.
Some guys, it's not like a blanket statement. Like don't play any of your guys.
No, I don't think that's the case. I think for some people it's timing, it's trust, confidence. Oh, that's probably the biggest thing. Confidence. You can do something in practice and you feel like it'll work, but you don't actually know until it happens in the game. So confidence is probably the biggest difference preseason and not.
How much you put time?
I don't. Not much. It's pretty cool, to be on the list, but I don't think so much attention to it.
Shot 5 years ago.
It ain't for me to say. I just try to go play ball.
Now, if you're on the top 100 rappers list,
I might pay a little more attention to that. Might pay a little attention to that. Good. There you go. Thank you.
Okay, once again, Teron Morstead talking to the media. I'll be honest with you, Teron Morstead, look, their offensive line is definitely going to have to make some changes and block efficiently because the once again, it was shown in the game last Saturday that they, like I said, they gave up a sack with so another Saints player coming up, so let's
No questions?
okay, Todd Montgomery coming up to the podium.
No, I played receiver before. I can do it. It's a lot more running, a lot less physicality, but it is what it is. It's not the first time I've done it.
Does it remove any clutter to not have to worry about any running back reps? Or?
I mean, there's a little bit of that for sure, yeah, like not going back and forth in between both rooms. Just staying in one room is definitely helpful, but I can always just go run the ball. Just run this way, run that way, read the blocks, and make a play.
When did that conversation happen? I know you played a little bit of both, but now just taking reps with receivers.
I think it was like the day before first practice. As soon as I got back, I was like, all right, cool, let's do it.
sounds like it doesn't make you're cool with whatever. It doesn't make a difference.
I'm cool with whatever. I just love ball. I just want to play football. I don't care. I like blocking. I like running with the ball, without the ball, getting open, catching the ball, making plays. I'm grateful to be a part of the team.
That interception, just miscommunication. Can you tell us what happened from your perspective on that one again?
Yeah, there's a little miscommunication. It's fixed already. It just comes with reps. Just man's own reads, stuff like that. Me and Taysom already talked about it. So it's all good. It's not really anybody's fault. Nobody was wrong, but we were on different pages, so it makes us both wrong.
That's what preseason is for, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
What do you like about the receiver?
I like CJ. Yeah, I like CJ a lot. And I like the group of guys that we have. It's a good group of guys, real chill room. It's a lot of fun, a lot of humor. Keeps it light. I feel like I've always noticed that there's a big difference in personalities from running backs to receivers, no matter which team you're on. I feel like you just have to have a different mentality to be able to run in between the tackles 20, 30 times a game versus, playing outside and maybe only seeing the ball 2 or 3 times a game. So it's good though. I like the room. Good, really good group of guys, good group of veterans too.
What about CJ specifically?
He's a coacher. He's gonna coach everything and anything, even when you do it right. There's a way you could have done it better. And I like that. I like getting better. And that's it. And he treats everybody the same. He gets on everybody. It doesn't matter who you are, how much you get paid, how many plays you made in the game. You'll get coached the same.
you think that's more beneficial, especially like down the road too, and a lot of guys kind of just coming in?
I think it's good in general, because it elevates everybody's game.
Okay, Ty Montgomery. I'm gonna be honest with you. Look, Ty Montgomery. Look, this young man, he can make some significant plays with the Saints. I mean, I'm gonna tell you right now, he's if he makes this team, he will be that go-to guy. Sure, if Michael Thomas doesn't play this year, like I said, he'll be the go-to guy in the wide receiver core. So I think the wide receiver core is going to be fine. So once again, we'll wait for another player to come up to talk to the public. So we're waiting for. So if you got a question, comment, concern, once again, post your comments in the Facebook, YouTube, in the comment section. Also, if you want a video chat about the Saints, you can video chat via the StreamYard links posted for Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. So that is your options for today. So, like I said, look, it's gonna. I mean, this game Monday night will determine how this team progress since the last game. So that's something they're going to have to do because, look, if the mistakes continue to plague in game number 2, no telling how it's going to play in game number 3 and then the regular season. So that's something right there. They're going to have to, like I said, they're going to have to just minimize those turnovers, minimize the penalties, because those pre-snap penalties, I'm going to tell you, they were detrimental to the Saints' offense. So that's one thing we have to do is eliminate those pre-snap penalties. And also, let's get back to players. So we put this back in.
I'm a vet now. Got some real in the belt now.
How much you can go basically?
Camp going good so far, being productive and consistent every day. Just trying to get 1% better.
JT, you work for another running partner now, Ham Justice. So how are things shaping up from that standpoint?
We got guys that's stepping up to fill that role, and gonna be some pretty big shoes to fill because Justin made his mark here, and working on filling those shoes and with the guys that we have now.
You're having to kind of groom those guys a little bit.
Oh yeah, for sure. Growing them up, teaching them everything that I know, and they come in with me with questions whenever they have them. I'm helping them whenever I can. Having talks with Phil and Riz and getting everything situated.
Is there anybody that stood out to you so far? Some of the guys stuff like that.
We got a couple guys that's standing out. We got Baker, we got 2-9. A couple more guys, but those are 2 guys that stood out to me for right now.
Is there any element of chemistry with that, or you guys just kind of, you're both in your own thing?
Right now, we just getting the feel up right now. The closer we get to the regular season, the more chemistry that we build with each other. That's right now, I'm seeing things that I like from it so far.
Is it different than having Justin right now?
Pretty much, yeah. It's different, but I can move on to better. So getting everything situated with that.
How do you feel like the safety growth for you is going to look when you get some plays like this?
Oh yeah, I feel like I'm growing. We all growing as a unit, It's all about chemistry back there as well, communication from all guys, and setting each other up to make plays.
JT, how important is y'all find that next Greg Robinson, that linebacker, special teams, and also Justin Hardy, that type player?
Could you repeat that?
How important is y'all find that next Greg Robinson, linebacker position and special teams, or Justin Hardy? that help complement what you do in special teams?
It's really important because I worked off those guys the past couple of years. They've been able to set up plays for me. I'm being able to set up plays for them, and just having that chemistry together. We got guys that's able to step up and play those roles. It's gonna be really important.
Do you have to learn the punter at all? Does anything change about what you do based on, not having Morissette or whoever the punter is?
Oh yeah, it's I have to know where he's punting it. We set up, have plays. We have a very versatile punter. He can do a whole lot of things. As a young guy, he can boom at 60, 70 yards. So that's a plus for us to go, make plays down the field and flip field position.
Yeah, everything, like I said, yeah, that's important. Those punts are very important because, look, that determines your field position to see where you're going to start at your drive. So, I mean, the punter, I like what that punter is doing for the Saints. I really do. So, if you got a question, comment, once again, post your comment in the chat room area, and also if you want to video chat, once again, we have the StreamYard links. So we're waiting for another Saints player to come up. So they should be up in a few minutes. So we'll also have the Tulane practice report once this the Saints practice report is over. We'll have the Tulane practice report to give you insight of what's going on at with the Tulane Green Wave. So we're just waiting on another player. So okay, another player coming up.
I mean everything. Going on year 7, not really getting the hop. Now that I'm healthy, know a lot about the game. I know how the business works. I feel good. It just means a lot, man, that someone else gave me a chance. live up my dream and kind of prove myself right and everyone else wrong.
How did your workout kind of come together? What was the timeline for you to get here?
I think they called Monday, and my agent called and said the Saints gonna bring you in for a workout. It was me and a couple guys that I known and previous played with. It was simple, nothing that I've never done before, so it was good.
Just kind of sitting around waiting for a phone call or
So after the Niners let me go, went back home. I did a little and just waited around for a call, but I just kept myself busy because I would have went crazy if I just sat around and did nothing.
how much of a crash course have you had so far? I mean, we're out there, you're able to get us close to that.
Yeah. For the most part, it's pretty similar from the things that I've done. I guess the hardest thing would be picking up the playbook in this short of time. So it'll be a lot of extra meetings and a lot of extra work.
When you look at the Saints as a whole, did you feel like this was the best opportunity, or were you kind of just looking for a team to give you a chance?
I'm just looking for a team to give me a chance. Just being able to show my talent, showing how I work, and whatever happens is out of my control. But as long as I control what I can do, the rest will take care of itself.
I guess how frustrating has it been just not being able to live up to what you believe probably is potential?
Very frustrating. Just because I feel like I put the work in, I had the right mindset, and for whatever reason, it just doesn't plan out. But can't hang my head. Sometimes I ask why, but just got to keep going, and until the time comes, I'll go hard and do what I'm capable of.
What got you through those tough times?
I would say my family, praying, and just continuing to work, staying positive, and every time I see myself on film and things like that, I know that it's different. But I just gotta critique the little things and keep going, keep working. I don't think I would be able to live with myself if I just gave up, and it would have been a lot of regret. So just gonna keep rolling.
What do you feel like you're bringing?
Speed, big body, knowledge of game, obviously. Been a lot of sitting and watching, so I try to pick up on little things. But my presence, I guess.
Do you feel like opportunity and health have ever lined up for you, or is it just
No, for whatever reason, it never lined up. And when I was healthy, opportunity just wasn't there. But kind of not like looking back, trying to look back too much and move forward. So every time I look back and I think of why and the old stuff, it could bring me down. Like, man, I shouldn't be here. I should be here. My stats should be here. And I just don't try to go in that bubble.
CJ coached you 1 year over there in Chicago. What do you like about him, and that was a big influence?
CJ had a big influence. He stays on me pretty hard, especially in Chicago. He was pushing me and never wanting me to settle, and just reminded me how people feel and look at me. If I have a good day and kind of feeling myself, he'll calm me down. Whereas now is still on me. Day one, protect the ball, run. Just little things that a coach may let you slide on. CJ's all over it, so I appreciate that, and it definitely makes me better. It's good because it's coming from a good place. Whereas we have another coach who may not know, like me, and I think I'm wrong all the time. Whereas CJ, he just coaching hard, and it's going to make the games a lot easier.
Did you ever tell you to get up and
All the time, every time.
How much do you think his staff here has to do with your
I think it has a lot to do with it. Maybe I would hope. We never talked about that or anything like that, but I would assume CJ had something to do with that.
I don't know if you can prior about finances or anything, but if you're a first round draft pick, I'm curious about how your outlook has changed over the past few years in terms of regarding football. You know, when you're a first round draft pick, often get a really good contract, and maybe you can, if it's not working out early, you kind of have the resources to go pursue other things.
Mm-hmm.
You haven't done that.
Yeah.
So how would you say your outlook
about appreciating football?
I never played this game for just money. It's not just a money thing for me. If it was a money thing, I'd have been retired and quit and done other things that was able to make me a lot of income. But it's just something that I love to do. And like I said earlier, I don't think I would be able to live with myself knowing I have a lot of potential and just giving it up. Like I don't ever want to look back and say, man, I should have just tried one time. Man, I wish I would have put more work in. So I'm going for it until they kick me out this league.
Is it fair to say you feel like you just like you have something to prove?
Oh my gosh, yes. I'm always gonna have something to prove. That's my why. Whether it's getting better off the release, whether it's running full speed every time, whether it's attacking the ball, any and everything, I'm going to critique myself really hard and just get better and just remind myself of why I'm doing this. My career haven't planned out the way I planned it to be, but as a part of the journey, it's going to make the story a lot better.
You feel, not really meant to be a trick question, but in general, do you feel lucky or unlucky?
It depends on what we're talking about. In life, lucky. In football career, maybe not so lucky. But every blessing is a blessing. So there's a lot of people that play this game for 10 plus years that maybe does not have the financial blessing that I have. So I'll take the good and everything. But I'm lucky with injuries and opportunities lining up. But I'm very lucky to still be in this league. Yeah, thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Okay, once again, I don't know who that player was, but Saints play. I'm gonna be honest with you. Look, they like I said, all these players, look, they're gonna get better once the camp ends and stuff like that. So I'm gonna tell you. I mean, look, these players right now, look, they that guy, that young man that just, I mean, he was from the San Francisco 49ers. So if he makes this team, that's good. So that'll help him out. I mean, so like I said, young man, like I said, young man with dreams and stuff like that. Look, don't never give up your dream because it can happen to you sooner rather than later. So once again, this is from Saints training camp. Today. So. I don't see these assholes. So let's see. Looks like we'll wait for another player. If another player doesn't come up, we will go. We'll move along to the Tulane practice reports. So it should be up in a few minutes. We're waiting for another player to come up. So you got any questions, comments about Saints football? You can post your comments in the chat room, or if you want to come on camera, you can go through the StreamYard links. So once again, we will go to the Tulane practice report. So we're going to switch over to the Tulane practice report. So I'm going to go over to the Tulane practice report now. So we got Willard Fritz, and we'll also have Jeff
Coach,
Conley.
start us off with a quick statement, and we'll open it up.
With helmets, we cut back quite a bit today. We've been going hard, and we're trying to build up to Saturday with the scrimmage and more game-like situations. So we're going to go uppers tomorrow and Thursday, and then we're going to, on Friday, we're going to go helmets again, and then down to dome, and then Saturday, scrimmage back here again. So we just felt like we were, we got these GPS catapult follow quite closely, and we put up a bunch of high numbers for a few days in a row, so we went back off a little bit.
The scrimmage is going to be the same. Everybody going to play in it.
Yeah, everybody will play for sure. We do more game situations. I love doing 2 minute when we have officials. We practice 2 minute other times as well, but it's a lot more realistic when you got the refs out there. So we just 2 minute, we'll get us a goal line, we'll run drives to completion. Some guys will play a lot, some guys will play a little, depending on, some of these guys have played, thousands of snaps here in those 2 lanes. So I got pretty compete on them. There's some guys that have only played 30 or 40, get them more reps and get them more experience.
If the AP came out early 3, go home with number 2 in that one, it doesn't make a difference one way or the other, but just thoughts on.
Yeah, they're a great team, obviously. They've been great forever, right? Since Bud Bookerson many years ago. So they've got a great program. Coach Riley's doing a sensational job. It's going to be a tremendous challenge. I think our guys are excited about, playing if not the best team in the country, one of the best teams in the country.
Thank you, Coach.
Okay, once again, Coach Fritz. Now, Jeff Conway.
How would you assess your group 2 weeks ago?
Well, we've got better competition than we've ever had. With some of the teams in the past, it was a pretty clear difference between some of the starters and some of the guys at the receiver position. This year, more than anything, there's great competition. And our depth chart is changing almost every day, which is always a good thing because it creates competition.
The 2 guys I just interviewed, one of them, our parents here this spring, he missed some practices, so Shea tried to show up just how they adjusted.
It is different for both of them. When they were both with another program for 3 years, 4 years in Kyron's case, and it's a big difference in terminology, how you practice, what the expectations are, all that. And one of the biggest things is we go really fast at practice. And so as a receiver, you better be in shape. And if not, it's our job to get you there. And that's been one of the big transitions for both of them. I don't think the level of football, both of them are going up. I don't think the level of football has been a big issue. I think the issue for them is learning the offense and then playing at a full speed pace. Not that they're dogging it. I don't think that's the case. I think they're processing so much that sometimes that slows them down a little bit. But they're both very talented. They bring a lot of different things to our football team. Kyron's got great hands. He really does. And then Shea Wyatt, Shea caught for 1,400 yards at his last school. And, you can't be a stiff to do that.
I mean, a lot of people have used the Division II. It looks like he's pretty comfortable.
It does.
He can get open.
The summer stuff helped him a lot. The kids, his teammates at the receiver position have helped him a lot. And then to be honest with you, Shea is such a conscientious kid that he's embraced it. That's still hard. It's not like everybody can fall out of bed and play Division I football. It takes some time and effort and obviously the athletic ability, but the good thing is we recruited the right guys. Okay, now they just need a little bit of time to develop. The competition, though, is like I said, is very beneficial for everybody because there's just no days off.
when you look at a guy like Shea and the numbers he put up in Central Missouri, he said he really didn't have any D1 offers coming out of high school.
Yeah.
When you look at his skill set, what do you see?
Well, he's one of the smoother receivers we have. He caught a post today at practice. He looked like he'd been doing it forever. And so those are the things that's the skill set he brings. He's got escapability. He's got good hands. Just, the process of learning the offense and playing at the speed we want him to. And he'll get it. He'll get it.
As the preseason drops has been a bit of an issue.
Yeah, last year you bet they were.
You, a few days ago, you were really getting on him during practice at one point, telling they got
You're kidding.
Get tougher.
I was encouraging.
You were encouraging.
Yeah, I mean, the number one thing, I shouldn't say the number one thing. One of the components of being a successful receiver is being able to catch a football. And it's not real, it's not real complex. If we go out there and run a great route, the quarterback throws a great ball, and we brick play it, then we're not, we're in trouble.
Yeah.
So, and I think, but here's the thing, that to me, when it's, 95 degrees, and it's the 80th rep of the day, and they're thinking about time-wise, hey, practice is almost over, it's a concentration issue. It's not a talent issue. It's a concentration issue. So if we as a coaching staff demand catching, then they'll do it.
Willie said the other day that receivers have it tougher than almost anybody in practice because they have to run so much compared to what they do in the game. And so it just makes it just a different, you really got to be in shape.
Yeah, you really do. You can't just fall out of bed and roll it up and see what happens. I mean, no matter how talented you are, you got to be in shape. And one of the receivers made a comment to me the other day about tempo offense and going fast. And he looks at me and he says, "Aren't we tempo all the time?" And I said, "Yep." And that's not necessarily true, but it feels like it, especially in practice. Now, that's by design. Coach Long, our offensive coordinator, wants guys, number one, to be tough. You got to be mentally tough and physically tough out there. When it's, like I said, your 80th rep, and you're dog tired, and it's 95, but no one's going to feel sorry for you against Oklahoma. We got to get out there and get after it.
The Watts during the second year, they had a big adjustment
Yes.
from junior college.
No
You
doubt.
still see it sometimes. Where are they in there?
They're light years ahead of last year.
Yeah.
It's fun to see, particularly Fat. Fat was, Deuce had a bigger year last year. Fat was kind of up and down. Fat's changed his body. Fat's always been a tough kid. But Fat's catching the ball better too, and that's really encouraging.
Had one unbelievable catch. He
He did. I mean, it was at that point it was like okay, and I was happy for the kid too. He wants it so bad. He wants to be successful so bad. And all of us want all our kids to be successful. We know how much time and effort they put into it. And when somebody like that makes a catch like that, you celebrate with him.
Jackson was back a little bit practice today. He's going to be fine. Just how he looked pretty good.
Through camp, he's looked like one of our top receivers. A little bit of setback with the slight injury, but it was a lot less serious than what we thought. So, and Jaquan is a very conscientious, cerebral football player. So he is, when we say, okay, here's the training room, he is very diligent about doing everything he can to get back on the field. And so I asked him after practice today, how'd it go? He said, good, because I didn't make any big cuts, but he was good. I'll be back.
Did they decide to come back for
Yes.
the year? How valuable was he?
Very. Because number one, that guy has tremendous effort. He comes to practice to work every single day. And he has improved his catch skills. He knows the offense, which is very, very important. And as the sixth-year guy, essentially, super senior, he has kind of set the tone. I hear him sometimes in the back. He'll be encouraging the young guys. And because, the young guys, right now, they have no idea what's going on. It's like, wow, all these guys running around really fast. And but I can hear Juice is his nickname. I can hear him encouraging the kids and explaining things to them. And Juice can be a coach one day if you wanted to.
He got moved to cornerback a little more than a year ago. A lot of guys he wasn't probably too happy about it, but he did it for the team. He looks like he has a new lease on life after
He does. I mean, he was very after he tried it and thought about it. It just didn't work out, and so he came back to us on offense. And this year he's poised for a big year.
And then the three freshmen, they look like freshmen a lot of times. How do you
but they're all three have different skill sets that we're excited about. TJ Huggins is probably just flat out the most talented. TJ comes from a little different football background, so there's some catch up involved sometimes. But he also is, he can go get the deep ball. His effort level is excellent. The other kid, Bryce Bohannon, his effort level is excellent. Jeff Nwanko's a little bit behind, but Jeff's also 6'5", and we can't, prep 6'5". So we're very excited about the possibilities of his benefit to the team down the road.
Anybody else you can see getting in the mix?
Ryan Thompson has had a good game.
He had a good day yesterday.
He did. He made 5 catches yesterday in practice, and he made Ryan shocks you sometimes. He makes it a very, very difficult catch. And he's a senior this year, and he's worked his way up. And one of the beneficial things about Ryan, I can put him in any of the 3 or 4 positions at receiver out of the field, and he knows it. And you've got to have guys like that to be successful.
You were behind the 8 ball last year because you really didn't have much in the way of proven contributors at wide receiver. It's different now. You mentioned the improved depth. You've got guys that have done it on the field. How big a difference is it?
It's night and day because there's just things that kids know. Like we're working additional situations today, miscellaneous situations, last second plays and things like that. And a bunch of the older kids, like it's clockwork with them, and they know it. And that's so comforting because we may not get into that situation the entire year, but that's another level, that's another layer of football. It's sophomore level thinking. This is, I think, a good way to put it, that those kids bring to the table. And that's different from, I was coaching Stan's last year. And but the kids have embraced it, and that's ultimately what it takes is the kids to do that, not me telling them. You bet. Thanks, guys.
Daily practice reports. Let's go ahead and switch out. Okay, we're going to go over some news headlines here on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. Let's go ahead and switch this over. And we'll go with some news headlines. I'm going to put this ESPN in. See what's happening on ESPN. Okay, let's put this up. Okay, NCAA investigating possible violations by Nebraska head coach Scott Frost. So it looks like Nebraska is in some serious trouble right now. Looks like they are moving workouts to the off campus last year. Activities were banned during the pandemic. So this is what they're saying in this article. We want to acknowledge that the NCAA investigation currently engaging the athletic department. So their athletic department. So that's kind of what's happening right now with the Nebraska football program. So once again, this is from ESPN. Go to ESPN.com. So let's see what else we have. Okay, FBI investigating alleged investigating allegations against Deshaun Watson. So it looks like the FBI is going to be involved in this situation with Deshaun Watson. So that's what they're saying in this article. So this is from Sarah Barbershop. You can reach her at ESPN. Go to ESPN.com. Okay, let's see what else we have. Okay, Kansas City went Tyrann Mathieu deal Looks like they want to get this deal secured before the regular season begins in a couple of weeks. So that's what they're discussing with Tyrann Matthews. So I'll be honest with you. I hope this deal does get fixed, because look, because the time's going to be running out. If you don't get these players, I mean, they got to get their players down to 53 before the season begins, the Kansas City Chiefs. So they're going to have to, like I said, renegotiate Tyrann Matthews' contract with the Kansas City Chiefs. So once again, this is from ESPN. Go to ESPN.com. Let's see what else we're going to discuss. Okay, Venus Williams will be back in the U.S. Open. She was given a wild card on Wednesday into the Grand Slam tournament. So it looks like Venus Williams will be playing in that in the U.S. Open rounds. So that's she is going to be a wild card recipient. So this is from ESPN. Go to ESPN.com. Okay, Detroit Tigers TV analyst Jack Morris used his accent doing remarks before the bat with Shohei Ohtani. He apologizes for that. So that's what they did. Uses his an accent doing the so that's something he's gonna have to learn. I mean, look, look, I'm gonna be honest with you. Look, when you do something that's stupid and that dumb, you're asking for trouble. I mean, look, that TV announcer should have never, and I mean never, made fun of Shohei Ohtani, because this young man, sure, he's from Japan. This young man is absolutely making headways, hitting home runs, being a pitcher for the Los Angeles Angels. So he's making headways. I mean, look, this guy, this TV announcer, look, he should have, like I said, when you say something stupid, you're going to get fired for it. So he apologized, but the truth of the matter is, don't ever do it again. Because, look, you do it again, people's definitely going to criticize you for that. So, once again, this is from ESPN. Go to ESPN.com. Let me pull this down. And we will move along. So, let's see what else we have. Okay, Jackie McMullen, a longtime journalist, retires from ESPN after decades with the company. So she will be. She was a reporter for 40 years. So once again, congratulations to Jackie McMullen for her retirement. So she started with the Boston Globe back in 1982, and she went over to ESPN. So that's like I said, that's a well kept resume by Miss McMullen. So once again, this is from ESPN. Go to ESPN.com. So let's see what else we have here, and then we'll. Okay, Oakland A's ace Chris Bassett suffered a cheek fracture from a line drive. So that was looks like he got carted off yesterday. So that was so that yep, he is going to be tough to replace. So it looks like he is going to have surgery. So that looks like that's going to be a season-ending injury for the Oakland A's. So he had a 12-4 record with a 3.22 ERA. He was also an All-Star selection. So that's unfortunate for this individual to be suffering these type of injuries, but it is what it is. So hopefully he will get well and get back onto the field and do what he does best, and that's pitching for the Oakland A's. So once again, this is from ESPN. Go to ESPN.com. So let's see what else we have, and then we'll. Okay, Dallas Cowboys coach Mike McCarthy said good chance that Dak Prescott won't play in the preseason game. So he probably won't play against the Texans. So that's an unfortunate situation, but I think he'll probably be ready here. He will be ready for the game against Tampa Bay on September. It could be tonight. So once again, this is from ESPN. Go to ESPN.com. And let's see what else we have. Looks like we're looks like covered most of the sports here. So we're gonna go ahead and see what else. We'll go over to Twitter. So we'll go over some Twitters for just a few minutes, and then we'll wrap it up because we've been on almost a half hour. So let's go ahead and go over to the Twitters. Okay, Twitter's on the screen. Okay, 17 days till kickoff. Tulane football will take on Oklahoma. That's going to be in Yeoman Stadium. So that's one of the highlights from last year's season. Also, Mike Triplett, Traquan Smith made 7 good catches as he returned to full team drills. So it looks like after suffering a minor, Marquez Callaway and Jawan Johnson were at the buzz of camp. So that's what he's saying. So once again, that's from Mike Triplett. Okay, 22 days to the NFL season starts. Yep, it will be starting on in September. So that will be okay. Let's look at this. Okay, the overall rating of 89 in NBA 2K22 is not bad. We feel that Zion Williamson can easily be bumped a little bit. So that's what they're saying about. So this is from Pelicans Nation. Follow them at Pelicans Nation, Clutch Point at Pelicans Nation. Okay, Big Sky football. Bill Steele's second team for the Big Sky Conference. So these are your players from the Big Sky Conference. That's on the Phil Steele All-America second team. So once again, this is from Phil Steele. Follow him at Phil Steele number 042. See what else we have, and then we'll wrap it up for today. Okay, looks like Dak Prescott no team drills or 7-on-7. So that's a picture of Dak Prescott throwing the ball. So this is from Joe Machahola. If I'm saying his name right, he's with the Dallas Cowboys. So you can follow him at The Athletic. He covers them. Okay, let's see what else we got to cover. That's the Ole Miss defense. Ole Miss defense doing practice. So once again, this is from Ole Miss football. Follow them at Ole Miss football. Okay, once again, the Indianapolis coach, Camp Clamps. So that's one of the videos that they're showing out of Indianapolis coach training camp. Okay, let's see what else we have. I think we covered most of it. Okay, let's wrap this up. Okay, once again, thanks for joining us for this edition of Sports Talk with Kerry Wehmeyer Show. We'll be back on tomorrow. So we will be back on again tomorrow to do the show. Also throughout the week. And also on Monday night, we will have Saints versus Jaguars here on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter, audio only. We cannot show any live videos of any kind during the broadcast. We can show it after the game. So we will be here during the game. And then after the game, we will have post-game coverage on Monday. So we will have the Saints game on Monday. So once again, everybody have a good rest of your Wednesday afternoon. And we'll be back tomorrow for Sports Talk.